What's going on, guys? Here's take a look. This is insane. Okay, for you investors out there, for my people, if you guys know, we talk a lot about wealth building. We look at current events. We take a look at what's actually going on. Uh, this is a no holds bar look at all the insanity going on right now. And if you guys know anything, it's in crisis. There's opportunity. So, what's our opportunity? Look at the crazy things that people are saying, okay? The U.S. is facing an eviction tsunami. We must cancel rent before it's too late. I don't know who would say that, but obviously they don't own property. Um, you know, look, the coronavirus thing, it's been used by the governments, states, federal, local. It's been used by everyone to institute control. They've shut down businesses. People have lost jobs. It's been wild. It's been totally crazy. But here's the thing. Houston's rental aid fund was emptied 90 minutes after it opened. And in Chicago, 80,000 renters applied for 2,000 relief grants. So 72,000 people will not get a grant for relief in Chicago alone. So these are crazy times. Look, this is absolutely crazy. This is also why you should own real estate. But guys, this should scare you because, why is the Guardian, this media outlet, why are they pushing for canceling rent? Okay, the thing is, in July it was 30%, 30% of homeowners did not pay their mortgage. And look, if the homeowners don't pay their mortgage, then there's no housing for people. You got to rent from somebody. If the banks start taking back property, look, the banks are not in the business of operating property, which means that they don't upkeep property, they don't take care of it, they don't manage property in terms of rentals. So look, independent investors are what drive, independent rental properties. So this is crazy. We'll come back to this in other news. We just gotta look at this. Let's jump around real quick. There has been, the eviction crisis. The eviction crisis. It's again, man. If people aren't paying their mortgages, there's a foreclosure crisis too. And but I just wanted to point this out because there's a couple things that happened. There were rolling blackouts in California. There were blackouts in California and a derecho, this land hurricane that hit Iowa. So just some really crazy stuff. Plus, we're in the middle of a heat wave. There was a a tornado, like in lifting out a bunch of fire from the wildfires in California. Rolling blackouts during a heat wave in California. I mean, that's just crazy. Yeah, extreme heat wave bakes Bay Area after being hit by rolling blackouts. Imagine, excessive heat warnings. And the media is kind of silent on Iowa. So, 800,000 people in Iowa are without power. So this has been one of the most chaotic years that we've ever seen, guys. This is, the coronavirus, the shutdowns, the unemployment, the crazy change in stock market earlier back in May that was dropped thousands of points and then shot back up and dropped and roller coastered for a few weeks. And now we're back up to the highs, and the Dow's up to the highs. But look, here's the whole point. We're out here trying to just make sense of all of the craziness. So that's my goal right now, is to keep you guys moving in the right direction. What's real, what's not, what's important, why does it matter? What's interesting about the Iowa and the California situation just goes to show you that you can't be completely reliant yet, in terms of public utilities. You gotta have backup. So those preppers, all your prepper friends who have the the MREs and their all their equipment, who you thought was crazy, but they're on top of it. They're going to survive. Maybe go ask them to teach you some basics because things are looking pretty crazy. But anyways, really what we care about here is let's talk about real estate because there's an eviction crisis. An eviction crisis. We can't even talk about foreclosures yet because we're not even going to see it. Here's the thing: a lot of these people can't pay their mortgages; they're getting forbearance. Okay, but again, we've heard this. What does the forbearance mean? It just means that it's they don't need to make their payments, but once their forbearance is up, they need to make all of the missed payments at once. So, what homeowner who can't make their payment and all of a sudden, their payments are coming due, how are they going to be able to keep their house unless they refinance? I would say if you're in that situation, the first thing you got to do is look at refinancing if you can. But again, if you got no income or you lost your job or for some reason you can't make that payment, then that's going to be tough too. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword there, guys. California has lifted the eviction and foreclosure moratorium. That's going to give us we're going to see a tidal wave, folks. Bankruptcies, foreclosures loom for California's mom and pop landlords. And you got to understand, a lot of people who rent their properties, there's small time landlords. They own one or two, three, maybe four properties. They own a little bit. They don't own a ton of properties, but these are the guys who are going to get hit, along with the renters. The renters are going to get evicted. Realistically, if you're a renter getting evicted, you probably don't have much anyways, and this is not, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not making a judgment here, but the investors, they're the ones who have the stuff. They got some houses, they got some stuff. They're the ones renting, and they got to keep good tenants in there. Yeah, California. People are leaving in massive quantities from California, by the way, because they don't like the taxes, the politics. So is the eviction crisis on horizon? Let's see. I usually try to use the outline to shift through these better. These news sites are so full of spam. It's no wonder, guys, that we can't get good information because it's difficult to even sift through the information here. Oh, looks like it's not jumping on tab. So, all right, let's end this and see if we got any. Let's go from there.